Today, we will take you to some of the world's most terrifying roads, routes so perilous they resemble death traps. Death lurks around every bend. There is an eerie silence all around, an indistinct path ahead, and the looming shadow of death behind. Yet, driven by the need to earn a living, resilient individuals, unwilling to yield in the battle of life, are compelled to traverse these roads constantly. Seeing them makes one realize just how fortunate one's own life is. So, let us begin. Facing such challenges requires nerves of steel. Without them, survival is impossible. We now stand before a notorious death trap deep within Siberia, the Vitim River Bridge. Spanning the Vitim River, the structure looks as though it could collapse at any moment. While locals may use it daily, the true horror is experienced only by the brave drivers who risk their lives to cross it. The wind is so fierce that vehicle windows must be kept open to equalize the pressure. Navigating this unstable, railingless bridge requires careful, guided movement at every step. And the most astonishing fact, driving vehicles across this bridge is strictly prohibited. It is a veritable death trap where countless people lose their lives every year. Along this mere 50-kilometer stretch, the terrifying path plunges from an altitude of 4,650 meters down into a 1,200-meter deep ravine. With steep slopes, a width of only 3 meters, and no guardrails, it is a constant invitation to death. This monsoon season only intensifies this macabre dance. Heavy rains wash away the road's surface, turning it into an even more treacherous trap. Then there is Nepal's Karnali Highway, a nightmarish road that ranks among the most dangerous in the world. During the monsoon or the snowmelt season, the road becomes buried in mud, while landslides often force mountain rivers to alter their courses. This unleashes sudden destructive torrents that surge violently toward the ravines bordering the road. The narrow stretches of the Karali Highway feel like a deadly game. Landslides can occur at any moment. With a sheer drop on one side and a towering mountain wall on the other, death seems to stare you right in the face. Truly, traveling this road is akin to gambling with one's life. This engineering marvel is more than just a bridge, it is a floating path of peril. China's Shiziguan. Floating bridge spans the Xiang River, stretching nearly 400 meters. Constructed from polyethylene pontoons, the structure bobs gently on the water. Brave drivers crossing it are treated to stunning tropical scenery, yet they must remember that a single misstep could lead to a fatal plunge. The most critical rule is to keep the vehicle's speed below 20 kilometers per hour. Otherwise, the unstable waters stand ready to swallow you whole. Now, let us turn to the Japanese Alps. The roads here resemble a surreal nightmare. The Tateyama Snow Corridor cuts through towering walls of snow 15 to 20 meters high. Known as the Roof of Japan, it feels like a path reaching toward the heavens. Yet, it is the thrill found amidst this danger that draws people back time and again. Then there is Canada's Tibet to Contwoito Ice Road, a truly extraordinary sight. Massive fuel tankers traverse the expanse of clear blue ice. Driving across this 600-kilometer icy realm is the ultimate battle for survival. Every winter, trucks hauling 90,000 tons of cargo must cross this frozen expanse. However, winter storms and heavy snowfall constantly imperil the drivers. There is no room for error, as a single mistake could be your last. Finally, consider Pakistan's Fairy Meadows Road. While the name sounds enchanting, the reality is terrifying. This 10-mile stretch is essentially a 10-mile gauntlet of death, featuring narrow bends, an altitude of 8,000 feet, and absolutely no guardrails. Navigating it requires not just courage, but superhuman skill to survive. A moment of carelessness, and your vehicle plunges straight into a ravine. This road begins at the Karakoram Highway and ends at Tato Village. However, the final few miles must be traversed on foot, as the path becomes too narrow for any vehicle to pass. On one side lies a sheer mountain face, and on the other, an unfathomable drop. Then there is Siberia's Road of Bones. Its very name hints at the perils that await. It is one of the world's most unforgiving places, where mere survival is a battle, and reaching the destination feels akin to staring death in the face. Every moment carries a risk to life. In winter, vehicles travel across the ice of frozen rivers. It is as if nature is testing humanity with its raw power. Here, a single minor error can prove fatal, for a realm of freezing death lies waiting beneath the ice. And then comes the Stelvio Pass. With 75 hairpin bends and an elevation of 757 meters, this road, straddling the border between Italy and Switzerland, is a driver's nightmare. Driving here is a grueling test, certainly not for the faint-hearted. The North Yungas Road in Bolivia is another road of death. Once you venture onto it, there is virtually no turning back. Stretching 50 miles and situated at an altitude of 15,200 feet, the air is so thin that breathing becomes difficult. It is not just humans who struggle, even vehicle engines falter in this atmosphere. On one side of the road lies a 3,000-foot precipice, plunging straight down toward the Amazon rainforest, and there are no guardrails. One wrong move, and you vanish into that vast abyss. Yet the horror does not end there. There are over 200 hairpin turns, often shrouded in thick fog that obscures everything from view. Death seems to beckon at every bend. Until 1994, the road claimed approximately 300 lives annually, and the memorials scattered along the route still bear witness to those tragedies. Finally, there is the Hanzi Expressway in China, a perilous highway clinging to the sheer cliff faces of the mountains. Towering mountains on one side, a deep gorge on the other, every moment feels like a battle for survival. While it stands as a marvel of engineering, not everyone has the courage to traverse this road. Every traveler is haunted by the same question: could this be my final journey? Finally, there is the narrow tunnel known as the Eye of the Needle, a passage that seems to take your breath away. Now, let us turn to Norway's famous Troll's Path, a route that truly lives up to its menacing name. No matter how breathtaking the scenery, every twist and turn of this road feels like a brush with death. It is a veritable death trap, crafted by nature. For those brave enough to undertake this journey, the sky might well seem like the safest route. Next is the Ganheizi Bridge. This terrifying Chinese bridge looks as though it were born of a natural cataclysm. Constructed atop massive steel pipes, this bridge is a marvel that spirals through a full 360-degree turn. Situated 2,400 meters above sea level, the bridge vibrates noticeably as vehicles pass over it, a sensation that terrifies everyone on board. Most alarming of all is the fact that this bridge was built in an earthquake-prone zone. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next episode. Thank you.